Last year's Wolfenstein: The New Order introduced a world in which the Nazis developed new and powerful technologies that allowed them to win World War II and effectively conquer the world.
Well, we're losing the bloody war.
Set 20 years after their victory, you play as BJ Blazkowicz, a soldier now turned freedom fighter as he fights Nazis across the planet and the moon. Wolfenstein: The Old Blood is the standalone downloadable content and prequel to The New Order, telling the story of BJ Blazkowicz's fight in the final days of the war. Unfortunately, you don't get to fight on the moon this time, but you do get to return to the infamous Castle Wolfenstein, as well as a number of other interesting locations in the belly of war-torn Germany. Though Wolfenstein is a first-person shooter, developer Machine Games has a reputation for creating surprisingly poignant and powerful stories within this genre, typically devoid of such sentiment.
Alas, poor Yurik.
Last year's Wolfenstein: The New Order surprised everyone with its often emotional and heartfelt narrative within a game about killing mechanically enhanced Nazis. Wolfenstein: The Old Blood contains the same immersive first-person storytelling and is filled with many moments of gritty and interesting events and characters.
Aus Frankfurt. Sind Sie Frankfurter?
Ja, ein Hotdog.
Unfortunately, what The Old Blood lacks is the emotional pull of the last game. It's clear to see why, with the roughly 8-hour experience too action-packed to allow for moments of such character development. But even though the story is still gripping and varied, it does lose some of the magic of the last game without the emotional tension underlying the narrative. What the game lacks in emotion, however, it makes up for in Nazi killing. The Old Blood is a non-stop romp through Nazi-infested locations that allow you to wreak all the havoc your heart desires. Like The New Order, the combat is divided into sections of recommended stealth and all-out guns-blazing combat. You have your whole arsenal of guns back, including the crowd favourite double-wielding shotguns, and a few new weapons as well. The Old Blood is also chock full of new enemy variants, with many new types of mechanical abominations, as well as, without giving too much away, Nazi zombies. If you enjoyed last year's Wolfenstein: The New Order, its DLC, The Old Blood, is mostly more of what you love. More locations, more interesting characters, more gratuitous Nazi combat. And though it lacks some of the emotional intelligence of the last game, it still is a fun and action-packed experience. Join the discussion in the comments below, or tweet me at Baz Mac.